if I went and visited, for example, with my father, and it would be a casual sitting down with him. He was nonverbal, so there wasn't a lot to be said, but it was just being in his presence. I could then take a picture of him, put it on the Family CareSpace, and for us that was important for many reasons. One, I have a brother in Florida. It was important for him to be able to see my father. There was no way for him really to know otherwise. So if he knew that I went and took a picture of my father, he could say, "Oh, I can see Dad." It was important for him, being so far away, to feel like he was somewhat involved. That he knew that then, if my brother Bob went, that he also could take a picture, whether it be the next day, and it would build a kind of a way for us to keep track, week to week, day to day, and then we could all participate together in keeping an eye on him. And if people couldn't go, we could use the family portal to know that somebody hasn't been, someone couldn't make it, being in a busy schedule. My brother Michael, again, in Florida, it was important for him to be able to look back and see the portal and have the simple discussions within the portal. We like the idea that it wasn't a public space that was private, that it was just people that we could personally choose, that I could get my mother onto an account. I could then bring it up on her computer, have her look at it. Meanwhile, my brother could look on his phone and see it, and it was a nice thread of emails where we could keep track of where things were going. We could leave, again, simple messages about how Dad was feeling that day. Was he in a good mood? Was he in a bad mood? Does he need more visitors? There was a few where the staff would post activities that he was doing. Like one that I particularly remember is him bowling. And when your loved one's in a situation where they've lost a lot, it's these little moments that are captured that are very meaningful. Now, my brother Mike couldn't be there. He was in Florida. I maybe wasn't there that day that the coordinator developed the bowling, but yet to be able to see him have some simple pleasures was important to me. It's unintrusive to my father never knew. He never had any inkling that anything was happening on that. And not to have everyone come visit one day, but to be able to have people able to come different days. And it really, even my father, as he was diminishing, it was important for us to see him. It was important for him to have some interaction with us for what little he would remember. But having the portal was a component of that to help coordinate it. So we're not all going the same day. He had a fatigue issue where if too many of us visited, it would fatigue him, and then the visit wasn't good. But yet, if we had being able to coordinate it simply, everyone's busy. It's hard to say, call up everyone and say, have you seen Dad today? Is he all right? How's he doing? So this was a simple way to have a record that you could reflect back on. And it wasn't just out there in the internet, just out floating around, that it was locked down, that it was carefully cared for, that we could keep track of everything on the portal. So like so many things, I find that having something, once you get used to it, is difficult to imagine what it would be like without it. The system was always there, was always working, so I never felt like there was this worry that it wouldn't work. But I can't imagine not being able to coordinate the family with the family portal. I think it's something once you have, it would be difficult to not have.